Hello students, I am Priyanka Chaudhary from RBNB College, Srirampur. We are going to study here 11 Science Physics chapter number 2, that is Mathematical Methods. Now in this chapter, in last lecture, we have studied about the multiplication of vectors. So in multiplication of vectors, there are basically two main types of vector product. In that, first is scalar product. It is also called as dot product. And second type is vector product. It is also called as cross product. So in scalar product or dot product, when we multiply two vectors, we get the product as a scalar, so it is called as scalar product. So the definition of scalar product we have studied in last lecture is, if we have two non-zero vectors, suppose p bar and q bar, then the dot product of these two vectors is denoted by p bar dot q bar, and it is equal to product of magnitudes of two vectors, that is p q, and cosine of the angle theta between these two vectors, that is cos of theta. So this is the definition or formula for scalar product or dot product. Now in last lecture we have studied the characteristics of scalar product. In that characteristics, we have studied 4 characteristics of scalar product. First was, the scalar product is equivalent to the product of magnitude of one vector and component of other vector in the direction of first. This was the first characteristics. Then second, scalar product obeys commutative law of vector multiplication. Then third characteristic, scalar product obeys distributive law of vector multiplication. And fourth characteristics was, if there are 3 special cases related to angle theta. That means if theta equal to 0, that is vectors are parallel, theta is equal to 180 degree, that is vectors are anti-parallel, and theta is equal to 90 degree, that is when vectors are perpendicular to each other, then in these different cases, what will be the scalar product p bar dot q bar. So we have studied these points in last lecture. So now we will study the characteristics of scalar product. That is next characteristics. It is a 5th characteristics. So if vector p bar is equal to vector q bar, these two vectors are equivalent to each other or they are equal, then we can write p bar dot q bar is equal to PQ if theta is equal to 0 degree. So we know that P and Q are equal. So we can write here instead of q p, then this will be p square, and instead of p we can write q, so it is q square. So if these two vectors are equal, then the dot product of these two vectors are the square of magnitude of the vector. That is, we can say either p square or q square. Our answer will be the same because p and q are equal. So this is the fifth characteristics of scalar product. Then we will study the next characteristics, that is 6. So next characteristics is 6. So in this we are going to study the scalar product of vectors are expressed in terms of rectangular components. In terms of rectangular components. So this is the 6 characteristics. Scalar product of vectors are expressed in terms of rectangular components. So for this, let us consider that let vector p bar is equal to px I cap plus py j cap plus pz k cap. So this is the vector p bar. Similarly, vector q bar is equal to qx I cap plus qy j cap plus qz k cap, where I, j, k are the unit vectors along the 3 perpendicular directions. Then we have p bar dot q bar is equal to px qx plus py qy plus pz qz. So this is the characteristics number 6. So in this, what we can say that the dot product p bar dot q bar is expressed in terms of its rectangular components, that is px qx plus py qy plus pz qz. So now we have to prove this. How we get this type of answer of p bar dot q bar? So we will see its proof. So we have p bar and q bar, these values. So we have to take dot product of these two. So therefore p bar dot q bar is equal to P bar dot Q bar. Now we have to take dot product of this, so we can write here Pxi dot plus. Now we will multiply with this, so Py j cap dot plus. Now we will multiply with this Pz k cap, so plus so now we have to take dot product of each term in the bracket and then we will simplify it. So now we will take dot product of each term here. So we have P bar dot Q bar is equal to, we will multiply here and take dot product of each term. So we have so first is Px Qx I cap dot I cap plus Px Qy I cap dot j cap plus Px Qz I cap dot k cap. So we can write it similarly. Now we will multiply or we will take dot product of Pyj with this bracket, so plus so Py Qx j dot I plus Py Qy j dot j plus Py Qz j dot k. So now next is here we will take dot product with Pzk and this bracket. So we can write here Pz Qx k dot I plus Pz Qy k dot j plus we can write Pz Qz k dot k. But when we have studied the characteristics of scalar product, we know that this I dot I, so therefore I cap dot I cap is equal to j cap dot j cap is equal to k cap dot k cap is equal to 1. Similarly, we know that I I cap dot j cap is equal to j cap dot I cap is equal to j cap dot k cap equal to k cap dot j cap is equal to I cap dot k cap is equal to k cap dot I cap equal to 0. So now by considering these values, we will substitute here I dot I is 1, I dot j is 0, I dot k is 0. So by substituting these values, we have p bar dot q bar equal to, so this is 1, so we have px qx plus this is 0 plus I dot k is also 0 plus j dot I is 0 plus j dot j is 1, so we have py qy plus j dot k 0 plus k dot I is again 0 plus k dot j 0 plus k cap dot k cap is 1, so we have pz qz. Now we will simplify this equation. So what we can write here, p bar dot q bar is equal to px qx plus py qy plus pz qz. So that means when we say that the scalar product of two vectors are expressed in terms of the rectangular components, we have said that p bar dot q bar is equal to px qx plus py qy plus pz qz, and by taking dot product of these two vectors p bar and q bar, we can prove the same result. So we can say that the dot product of two vectors is equal to px qx plus py qy plus pz qz. So this is the 6 characteristics of scalar product. Then the next characteristics number 7 is, so next is characteristics number 7. So if a bar dot b bar is equal to a bar dot c bar, where a bar is not equal to 0. So we have three vectors a bar, b bar and c bar. The dot product of a bar dot b bar is equal to a bar dot c bar. But in this case a bar is not equal to 0. So it is not necessary that b bar is equal to 0. If a bar is not equal to 0, then it is not necessary b bar is equal to c bar. So now using distributive law we can write here. So using distributive law we can write A bar dot B bar minus C bar is equal to 0. So here if A bar is not equal to 0, we can say that either B bar minus C bar is equal to 0 or vector A bar is perpendicular to B bar minus C bar. So this is the characteristics number 7. So these are total 7 characteristics of scalar product. So now we will solve one example on scalar product, that is how to find scalar product of two vectors. So find scalar product of vector P bar equal to I cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap and vector Q bar is equal to 2I cap plus 3j cap plus 4k cap. So now we have to find scalar product of these two vectors. So our answer is, first we have to write given vectors. So P bar so this is a given vector P bar, then Q bar now by using our formula of scalar product we can find the scalar product of these two vectors. So we know that P bar dot Q bar is equal to Px Qx plus Py Qy plus Pz Qz. So therefore P bar dot Q bar equal to, here Px is 1, Qx is 2. So 1 into 2 plus Py is 2, Qy is 3. So 2 into 3 plus Pz is 3, Qz is 4. So plus 3 into 4. So now we have to solve this. So which is equal to 2 into 1, 2 plus 2 multiplied by 3, 6 plus 3 multiplied by 4, 12. Now we have to add this 2 plus 6 plus 12, so it is 20. 12 plus 6 18 plus 2 is 20. So we have the scalar product of these two vectors is equal to 20 units. So when we say that we are multiplying or we are taking product of two vector quantities, but our product is nothing but it is a scalar quantity. So this type of vector multiplication is called scalar product. So next time we will study the vector product. Thank you.